Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 8 of the Rick Motec High Performance Simulation Equipment Cup Series for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Season 13 here at the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Already got some people in chat out there. We got some more joining us in there in the viewers. Well, let's go ahead and dive down into it. Of course, if you watched last night's race here at Indy in the Xfinity Series, that is probably what we're probably going to end up seeing here tonight. A lot of spacing after the first round of green flag pit stops. However, these Cup cars, the draft is huge in these Cup cars, and I think early we're going to see these guys really neck and neck. We might even see some 3 wide, 4 wide early on, just how close they are going to be. Now, like I said, once they start pitting, I think that's when we're going to see a lot of that separation happen. We'll, of course, just have to wait and see. They may surprise us and, of course, all come down pit road at one time. Well, I guess we will have to see on that. But I think, too, it's going to be coming down to maybe a fuel strategy as well. But, of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, up here in the booth. I thought James was supposed to join me up here tonight, but I guess he had something he had to do. If he shows up, then I'll drag him up here. But, of course, looking at that wind, hardly any wind out there at about 1, an air temp of 65, track temp at an even 100. Well, it goes up there by 1 at 101 now. We're going to be pulling 110 laps here tonight, 275 miles. They get a total of 5 sets. I've got that fuel at about 23 to 30 laps, and I think that's probably 30 laps is going to be pushing it here. So I think it's going to be somewhere closer to the 25, 27 mark like it was last night. We'll just have to wait and see. If you're in the draft, you definitely can save some fuel. Pit road, 60 miles an hour. Pace speed, of course, here at Indy, 75 miles an hour. Get down here to the point standings coming into this afternoon's race. Well, GT Hawkins, of course, more on GT a little later, but he is looking to go back-to-back here and, of course, sweeping Indy. He is in the top spot at 304. David Weishart there in second at 278, 26 behind GT. Garrett E. Grant staying in third at 276, 2 behind David, 28 behind the leader. Brendan Elbook up a spot into 4 at 266, 10 points behind Garrett, 38 behind the leader. Michael Thwaites in that top 5 down a position, 265, 1 point behind Brendan, 39 behind the leader. Bryce Sidisak up a spot into 6, 256, 9 points behind Michael and 48 behind our leader. Rob Haynes up 2 positions into 7th, 254, 2 points behind Bryce and 50 behind the leader. Mike Rominger down 2 positions into 8th, 253. He is 1 point behind Rob and 51 behind the leader. Garrett Heath up 4 spots into 9th, 245. He is currently 8 points behind Mike and 59 behind the leader. Jacob Manning going to stay right where he's at in 10th at 244. Is 1 point behind Garrett and 60 behind the leader. Tyler Hallman cracking the top 12. Right there on the bubble, though. He is at 240. He is 4 points behind Jacob and 64 behind the leader. David Elliott right there on that cutoff point in 12th. After 12th, of course, is the cutoff. But David is up 3 spots, 237, 3 points behind Tyler Hallman, as well as Justin Michael down 4. They are tied, both of them 67 behind the leader and 3 back behind Tyler. Jacob Bell up 2 spots into 14th, 233, 4 behind Justin and David, 71 behind the leader. Christian DeBoer down 4 into 15th, 232. He is 1 point behind Jacob and 72 behind the leader. John Sterling up 2 spots into 16th at 213. 19 points behind Christian and 91 behind the leader. Paul Henley going to stay where he's at in 17th at 212, 1 point behind John and 92 behind the leader. The Scott List Rambler. Is Scott out here tonight? I am not seeing him as of right at the moment. Scott, though, down 6 spots, 203, 9 behind Paul and 101 behind our leader. Justin Rideout's going to stay where he's at 19th at 185, 18 behind Scott, 119 behind the leader. And Chase N. Johnson is going to stay where he's at in that 20th position, 20 points at 165, 20 points behind Justin, and 139 behind our leader here tonight. That is, of course, the point standings coming into this afternoon. Of course, Ed Morse, our head admin here for the Cup Series. A big shout out to him. It looks like he's down there by himself again here tonight. Well, it is Indy. I guess we'll have to wait and see kind of what happens. Hopefully it's not too busy. But let's go ahead and check something out here. We're going to go down here to Chase N. Johnson, and we're going to go to David Elliott. Now, David Elliott is 237 at 165. Chase N. Johnson is 72 points outside of the top 12. He is outside 72 points of getting into that 12th position. Got some work he's got to do. Can you do something tonight, next week, and of course, when we come back after Independence Day? Can Chase be consistent? Can he grab 72 points and hope other drivers ahead of him have a rough night for him to get into the top 12? Chase has got some work cut out for him, as well as Justin Rideout. Now, of course, you look at Scott Rambler. He's still got work to do at 237 to 203 here. He is going to be 34 points outside of the top 12. Now, that is, of course, if he does show up tonight, then he might be able to pick up some more positions. But still, I mean, anything can happen after tonight and into tonight as well. Anybody can pick up monster spots here. And we look at practice here real quick before we step away and play the national anthem. We do have David Weishart. Awesome finish last night in the Xfinity Series. He is looking to actually come out victorious here tonight, as of course GT winning the race last night in the Xfinity Series. David does not want him to sweep Indianapolis. So we'll see what David has in store here this evening. But coming down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, we're going to step away, play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Don't go anywhere, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight. The first time just came in. That is Chase Johnson right now up in the top spot. Well, there we go. Bryce Sidisak just beat him out. So times are now starting to roll in here this afternoon. We'll wait until the drivers' meeting here in the warm-up session. Of course, we'll get to the team points in that session. I want to watch qualifying here, and I'm sure everybody else does. I do want to make note for everybody out there, David Weishart was the quickest in practice. He ran a 50.979. He was the only driver in the 50.9 range. Everybody else was in the 51 or higher range. We'll see here what David Weishart, see if he can back up that time and grab the pole. Well, right now, David Elliott is up front. Well, I say that, and Garrett Heath goes to the top position in the number 23. Check on the other ones. It looks like Jacob Manning setting at the exit of pit road. There's David. We got Timothy Zayas out here, Mike Robinger, Garrett Grant, Brendan Book, Justin Michael, and GT Hawkins is going to be coming across the stripe with a 51.870. Tyler Hallman, it looks like, going to be finishing up his lap here. That's going to put him right now in fourth. Looks like Garrett Heath will be coming to the completion of his lap here pretty soon. David Weishart, 51.9. Probably not the best first lap he wanted to put in. We'll see if David can make it up to that top spot here. Still have Justin Michael. Looks like Jacob Manning now coming out. I don't know. Jacob, he hit the wall, so that's just going to mess up his qualifying lap. He's not going to have enough time to put in a lap here. Well, there he goes. Justin Michael up to the top position with a 51.163. What a lap by Michael. David Weishart now coming across the stripe with a 22 1/1000ths of a second, right behind Justin Michael. Both of them in the 51.1 range. What a lap there. Of course, Justin and David. Of course, Garrett Heath is going to be starting in third here, but we are going to be coming down to the final times here. Let's go ahead and get that driver bar off of there. Justin Michael grabbing the pole out here tonight. Now we're going to let him get into the drivers meeting here tonight. We're going to go ahead and step away and get to some team points out here tonight, starting with, of course, the Cup Series. Samson Motorsports up at the top spot, 1048. GT in second, 1028. Prime Time in third at 1011. Jacob Bell Racing in fourth, 869. And JW Racing in fifth at 837. Overall team championship points, where the team championship will come into play after round 5, of course, of the Cup Series. GT Motorsports up at the top spot, 3051. Prime Time in second at 2934. Samson Motorsports in third at 2916. JW Racing in fourth, 2558. And Jacob Bell Racing in fifth at an even 2500. That is your team points standings for the Cup and the overall. We'll go ahead and get to our shout-outs here before we get to the interviews as well. Ed Moore's Patrick Moore up there in the admin tower, adminning the Cup Series this season. A big shout-out to them, too, for coming on board and doing the admin duties here. Of course, we got to give a shout-out to Frank Rico and the team over there at Rick Motec for putting out some awesome products out there. Don't have any personally of my own, but I hear they're great products. All the way from wheels to button boxes to if you want something custom done. I hear they can do it. You just give them your idea and they can put it together. Of course, if you got the measurements too, I'm sure they could do it as well. That's just what I've heard. But I'm sure they can. So, look them up, of course, on Facebook at facebook.com/RickMotech or on their website at www.rickmotech.com. Check out all the products they have and maybe some ones that are, of course, coming up maybe in the near future. Big shout out to Rick Donathan putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. All the way from the late model series on Sunday up to the Cup Series on Thursday night. Sunday through Thursday, they run. Points from Monday to Thursday are together. Sunday's points are separate. They have their own championship and their own points as well. So, but still yet part of Extreme. And, of course, a shout-out to all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. Dennis Ansman, we got Brendan Kennedy out there. About all I'm seeing chatting it up right now. So, got 11 watching. I'm sure we've got more out there. But let's see here if we can get our pole sitter up here. I don't think they're going to be up there long. But I do want to give it time here. I have some stuff to go over. Well, Brian O'Dell out there as well, just coming in. Well, yeah, Dennis, you got that right, bud. You sure definitely can overdrive it, but also you got to understand too. These Cup cars, they can grab the draft as well, and you know it as good as well as I do. This track is huge, so if you stay within a couple of seconds of one another, you'll definitely suck up right to the back of them. I think that's going to be the biggest key here early on is, who's going to be able to maintain, a close enough draft to stay with whoever they're trying to stay with, or maybe whoever they're trying to team up with. I think after green flag pit stops is where we're going to see really the separation, as I was talking about earlier. I think that's where we're going to see these drivers really separate themselves from one another. You may have a couple that come down together, get back out together, keep the draft. Now, that will help them aside from a single car. But, are you going to save enough to manage that? All right, well, it looks like the drivers' meeting is done here, so let's go ahead and get him up here tonight. Justin Michael, buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right, just fine and dandy. Well, it looks like you're going to be starting on pole here tonight, bud. You took it up, and then of course, David Weishart coming out there doing what he does best. He just couldn't get around you, so I'm sure you're happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Track positions. Definitely very, very important here because the aero push is terrible, and yeah, it just can't pass. So it is what it is. We got a good car today, hopefully, and we'll run up front. Got some sponsors to thank though. Exceptional Wildlife Removal, Track Racer, Grip Engineering, Rick Tech for sponsoring the league. So, but yeah, hopefully it's a real good race today. We'll have some fun. Maybe it's caution free. I think we've had 3 in a row. They just told us.
Yeah. It was 3 in a row, or it's been, I think, 3 in a row. I think so. I think so. I'd have to, of course, go back and look. I don't have that currently right up in front of me. I'll definitely get that. But what do you think is going to be the biggest key here? Early on, man, you guys are going to be neck and neck, bumper to bumper, probably side by side, maybe even a little 3 wide early on. What do you got to do to maintain the momentum? I mean, you're going to be in that clean air, so you've got that going for you.
I think up front there's going to be a lot of pinching, getting people so they won't be able to pass you because they just want that clean air. If you lose it, it's gone. It's so hard to pass here. So if you get a run, you're going to take it.
So getting that run, you have got to take that run.
Yep. It can be pretty exciting up front, probably because of that. And I don't know. Maybe we'll see some cautions.
Well, I mean, it's never out of the realm of possibilities, but I mean, this is the top tier right here for Extreme, man. This is the Cup Series. We know how you guys race. You guys don't hold anything back, and I don't think you guys are gonna, give I mean, you're gonna give room, but you're not gonna be babies about it. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, everybody knows how I race, so it's going to be the same. I ain't going to give anything. You got to stay up front here. I mean, really, with these cars anywhere, you got to stay up front now.
Oh yeah,
just 'cause of
definitely.
the aero push.
Yeah. We was just talking about that in chat here. Yeah, aero push is horrible. It is so horrible. Where do you got to make the passes if you get a run? Where do you have to make those passes?
I mean, 1 and 3, really. You're not really going to get a run off of 1 and 3 to get a pass going in 2 and 4. So you got to do it in 1 and 3.
All right. Well, we'll be
Only way
checking.
to do it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that's the only way to do it.
All righty, buddy. Well, we'll be checking it out here. All 110 laps here tonight. Justin, good luck out there, bud.
I appreciate it, sir. Have a good one.
Yep. All right. Let's get him back down there to his team here tonight. Let's see here who else we can get. How about we go with the one back here, Jacob Manning. He's going to start all the way in the back. See if we can find him. And he's down there in the same team, so that's easy enough. All right, Jacob, got a copy. Mr. Manning, got a copy. I don't think Jacob wants to talk. All right, well, we'll get him back down there to his... exactly, no. We'll get him back down there to his team. Well, let's see here if we can interview, let's say, 24? That's going to be Garrett Grant back here in Samson. Garrett is going to be starting... $14th. All right, Garrett, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, well, it looks like you're going to be starting 14th here tonight, bud. Just missing that top 12, man, by 2 spots. So, unfortunately, didn't grab the bonus point. But you're sitting pretty comfortably, I would say, up there in third in the point standings. You're not technically locked in mathematically because, of course, you know, anything can happen still yet with a couple more races after tonight to go. So, but you got a pretty comfortable going over, 12th place. So, coming into tonight, what's on your mind? How do you manage this track, this car, the draft, the aero push, the tire? You know the drill. Talk about it.
Yeah, I'll just think about how I'm gonna get to this race without tearing down the wall or something. I didn't expect the track to change that much from practice to qualifying. It dump trucked, and I only got 1 lap in, and my fastest lap was gonna be on my second. And I tore the wall down coming out of 3.
No.
I've been practicing all week and just haven't been able to really find the speed that David and GT and them other guys have. So I'm hoping for a miracle or something tonight. Hopefully I can find something during the race to help me out. But like you said, pretty comfortable sitting in the point standings there in third. Like you said, anything can happen, but I don't think I'll be hurting too bad after this one.
Well, you do got some teammates down there, David, Tyler, and Rob. So, you got y'all 4. Are you going to have to work together as a team at this track here tonight, even if you guys get separated?
I don't think so. Not necessarily unless like a situation arises that we need to. But I think we're all going to get spread out pretty quick here. And if there's going to be a caution, it'll probably be pretty quick when we're still pack racing. But once after the first pit stop, I think we'll be pretty spread out and it'll go green most likely.
Oh yeah, Dad. I think I'm pretty sure you guys are going to keep it green here. The first, I would say, 5 to 10, 15 laps is going to be the biggest. Where if anything's going to happen, usually it's going to happen right there, especially at this track and in these cars. I mean, do you agree, or do you think it's going to be less than that?
I mean, like I said, I think something's going to happen early, if it does, because we'll be pack racing there for a little bit. But once the tires get worn and we start having green flag pit cycles, I think we'll get spread apart pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, green flag
Sure.
pit stop's definitely going to separate you guys for sure. All right, Garrett, we'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck down there, bud.
All right, man. Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right, let's get him back down there to Samson Motorsports. And let's see here who else we can get real quickly. How about we go with the other David in here? I know he's in here. Where's he at? David Elliott, the 42. He's going to be starting in 4th. David Elliott, got a copy real quick. David, got a copy. One last call. David Elliott, got a copy. Nope, he don't have a copy. All right, then. We'll just get back to it here tonight. We do know the 87 of Justin Michael is going to be on pole here this evening. Coming down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the warm-up. Like the 77 of Jacob Bell will be starting here in 7th. We are just waiting for the final countdown here. If you got a pick in chat, throw it out there. We will definitely try to read them off. I think if I had to go with anybody here tonight, I would definitely put my money on GT Hawkins here after winning it yesterday in the Xfinity Series. Of course, he is looking for the sweep at Indy, and of course looking to go back-to-back wins here in the Cup Series after winning at Kentucky last week. Led 101 laps at Kentucky. Taking a look here at, the previous races before we get down to it. Our last race at Michigan back on May 13th, we had 1 caution. At Iowa, we had 0. At Atlanta, 0 cautions. Then, of course, last week at Kentucky, 0 cautions. So, yeah, 3 in a row so far. Can we make it 4 in a row for the Rick Motec Cup Series with 0 cautions? I think they can. I really think they can make it. They can make it 4 in a row, especially if we see green flag pit stops at the start. They're going to get so spread out. I don't foresee really anybody losing it. Your pick is the leader on the last lap. That's a pretty good pick there, Dennis, I would have to say. All right, coming down to the final 5 seconds here. Let's get down. Let's get the driver bar off of here and the qual times. We're going to wait for the final countdown here before we get them on the grid. 16 watching, 3 likes. Be shooting for 15 likes here tonight before the end of the broadcast. Here we go. The MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Justin Michael grabbing the pole with a 51.163. Congratulations to Justin on pole. David Weishart will be starting on the outside of him in 2nd. Garrett Heath in 3rd. David Elliott in 4th. John Sterling 5th. Rob Haynes in 6th. Jacob Bell in 7th. Tyler Hallman in 8th. Bryce Sitasek 9th. And Mike Rominger in 10th. Chase Johnson in 11th. Christian DeBoer 12th. Brennan Book 13th. Garrett Grant 14th. Justin Rideout 15th. Timothy Zayas 16th. Michael Thwaite 17th. GT Hawkins going to start in the back here in 18th. Brian Wasserman in 19th. And the only driver not to qualify is going to be Jacob Manning. He's going to ride it out here in that 20th spot, riding shotgun here tonight. now we take the long trek around Indianapolis. For what we hope is the only pace lap we are going to see here tonight. On this long back stretch. Boy, it takes forever to get around this track, even at 75 miles an hour interstate speed. I think the pace speed here should be like 90. Here in a Pocono, it should be like 90. All right. We got to turn number 4. Pull those belts tight. One more time. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. It'll be in Justin's hands. And he is already going to be on the loud pedal. Here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing again here tonight at Indianapolis. This is what we've got to watch. Turn 1 with a short shoot. Down into turn 2. Gonna have to watch this closely. Looks like everybody making it safely through. That is a good thing. That is a very good thing. We are still snaking it, though, in a way, throughout the field. Got a battle right here. It looks like Jacob Bell, John Sterling already doing a little bit of a battling back here. That's going to be for 7th. And right behind them, got Christian DeBoer, Timothy Zayas, a little bit of battling of his own. That is now, well, I was with Christian. Now Timothy did get around for that 12th spot. And right now, single file throughout the field pretty much. Get back here to that 5 of Brendan Book. And it looks like now single file throughout the field here tonight. To the 56 of Christian DeBoer taking the high side here. Leaves that door open on the inside. That number 5 of Brendan Book's gonna pounce. Leaves that open too much. He's gonna get that nose in. Neck and neck, 3 laps. Rob Haynes up a spot here. Into 5th from 6th. Now let's get back here to DeBoer. Battling going on. Whoa! 2 of Zayas. Or the 22 of Zayas. Here we go. We're going to go some 3-wide action. What a run by Brendan Book. They was talking about those runs. That's that run. And Brendan pounced on it. Up here a little bit further, we got some action going on up here. Looks like Tyler Hallman, I believe that is. No, Rob Haynes. So Rob Haynes, Tyler Hallman, David Elliott, John Sterling, Mike Rominger. They're doing some battling right here. That is going to be for 8th. And there goes, I believe that is the 09 of Bryce Sitasak. He's going to get around John. That's going to be for 9th. We got the action going on back here. Jacob Manning making some moves early. 5 laps. He is already, well, up 4. He's trying to make it 5 here. He is trying to get around Garrett Grant. Falling back a little bit. There's the 56 of DeBoer again. It looks like DeBoer, like every time we get on him, he is in some type of traffic here. He is being pushed by Brian Wasserman here. Trying up a couple of spots. Still, anything can happen here. Now let's see, coming out of turn 4 onto the front stretch. This is where you're going to pick up some major speed. $183 miles an hour for turn 1. And we're 3 wide out of 2. Woo! Or out of 1, sorry. Boy. Indianapolis, each turn is 1. So 3 wide out of 1. Now they got to figure it out. Well, I bet that was a little scary. Donna K out there. How you doing? Checking on some of the other drivers more up toward the front. We got Mike Rominger right up ahead of Jacob Bell, John Sterling. And that would be right behind them, Bryce Sinasak. Looks like Bryce was looking there for a moment. And now we're starting to see the snake there. Justin Michael trying to break that draft from David Weishart. David not giving up here. He is right there, keeping it as close as he can. About a 1/10 of a second. David's got a teammate behind him and Garrett Heath, and then another teammate right behind him. Then another teammate right behind him and Tyler Hallman. We got David Weishart. We got all 4 of the Sampson guys right here together. And we get back here a little bit further. We got got Garrett Grant. Sampson Motorsports. So Rob Haynes, Tyler Hallman, David Weishart, Garrett Grant. David Weishart, Garrett Grant, Tyler Hallman, Rob Haynes, and Garrett Heath. That looks like, okay, Garrett Heath is not Sampson. Well, that car looks like a Sampson car. Garrett Heath is GTM. Why is he doing this to me? Got it confused. Again. Garrett Heath, part of GTM, so got Justin Michael, JW Racing, Sampson, GTM, Sampson, Prime Time, and GTM that's running out the top 7. Still single file. That looks like we might have a battle right here. That is going to be the 5 of Brendan Book, the inside of Jacob Bell. Out of turn 4. Still side by side across the stripe. And I believe the 77 on the outside is going to barely get it. As Brendan Book, though, is going to overtake that spot. Now Jacob battling Michael Thwaites. Jeremy Knapp out there. How you doing, Jeremy? Still neck and neck. Now a little bit further back from Michael is going to be Timothy Zayas at about 2.4 seconds. Christian DeBoer at about 0.8. So we're getting a little bit more of a separation back in the back of the field here. Everybody else, though, right here, pretty much neck and neck. Now from second to third, that's David Weishart to Garrett Heath. It's going to be 1.5 seconds. Looks like Tyler Hallman under fire here with a couple of drivers to his inside. John Sterling going to make that pass. That's going to be Bryce Sidisak behind him. Let's see if Bryce will take it to the inside out of turn number 2. Looks like he is going to get the nose in there, but I don't know if he is not going to be able to get that run. He is going to have to keep it right behind the 52. Nope, no headache tonight. Doing good. I do wanna make note, Mr. Jeremy Knapp, you need to tell old Garrett Heath down there to change his paint on that car, because from the front it looks like a Samson car. And I called him a Samson teammate here tonight, and I know he's not. He's GTM, so that looks good, but man, really close to the Northern Capital Samson guys. I'm gonna pick on Garrett Heath here. Why not? He's running in third. Let's do it. Whoa, Justin. Oh, Justin and David. Boy, they're doing some, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, Michael's probably trying to get David off his tail. And he is going to drop it all the way down. And there goes David. He's going to do the same thing. Justin's like, just get off of me. Leave me alone. All right, battling back here. That's going to be Michael Thwaites. It looks like get around Jacob Bell. Michael's going to go up in 12th. Tyler Hallman looks like still under fire. Mike Rominger going to get around. It'll be for 8th. You'll let him know, but he won't listen. All right, sounds good. Well, let's stay on the 52 here real quick. That's going to be Tyler Hallman. Got Brendan Book now to his inside. 14 of GT Hawkins started in 18th place. He is working his way up little by little behind his teammate, or a teammate there, of Brendan Book. Both of these gentlemen, GTM. Brendan did get around Tyler. Michael Thwaites falling back now to the 77 of Jacob Bell. Like GT trying to really complete that pass over the 52, and Bull, they are just really close together. GT is going to complete it over the 52 machine. Ooh, 77 of Bell getting a little loose there. Good save by the 77. Looks like some shade coming up on the track here tonight. Maybe cool it off a little bit more. Oh, Justin Michael, 0.3 of a second ahead of David. David's still right there. You can see the separation between the drivers. What I was kind of afraid of. There we go. Jacob Bell to the inside of Tyler. That is going to be for 11th. He's going to take it. Watching Michael Thwaites here. He is now to the inside of Tyler Hallman. That'll be 12. Out of 4, still side by side. Oh, yeah, Jeremy, definitely. And I think right now what we got to do, I mean, we don't know exactly what's going to happen here under green flag pit stops. I do believe we're going to see the first round of the green flag pit stops here coming up in, I would say, 8, anywhere between 8 and 10 laps, somewhere around in there. We're going to see drivers start to come down. I do have it 23 to 30 on fuel. I don't think they can make it to 30. 75% fuel, that's what, like 14 gallons? Something like that. Yeah, 2.5 mile track. I don't see them making it to 30. I could be wrong. Now, if you've saved a bukus of laps while you're crafting, then you might be able to get it to 28, maybe 29. I just don't see them making it to 30. How about before we do get into some green flag pit stops, since we didn't get to talk to him, I'm going to pick on him here tonight, the 42 of David Elliott. We're going to ride along with David Elliott here tonight for a lap. He's right behind the 99 of our favorite Canadian, Mr. Rob Haynes. We'll ride along with him here onto the back stretch now. You can just see the draft in that slipstream, as I guess you could call it. I think if this back stretch was just a little bit longer, I think David Elliott would have had a pretty good run there. There goes John Sterling to the inside. How John made that pass. That's going to put David behind John now. All right, well, let's get back up here. Oh, buddy, we got action going on right here. Good thing I did go back live. Jacob Bell. Going to be GT Hawkins. Mike Rominger in a mix here, as well as Michael Thwaites. Let's continue to watch it. Oh, buddy. Oh, this is close. Go to the nose. Jacob Bell. A little bit different camera angles for everybody. Well, there goes the 9 of Mike Rominger. Mike's going to get around him. Good run there by Mike. Go on, Mike here. Take a look at his nose. Hawkins, Toyota Camry, Mike in a Camaro. All right, lap 20. Now they're going to be coming up to, well, let's back up here to John Sterling. Here it looks like Garrett Heath, Rob Haynes. Looks like Garrett up to third. Hanging on to that spot. Rob still in fourth. I think here in about 2 to 4 laps, see these drivers start coming down pretty quickly. Oh, check on Justin Michael and David Weishart. He's still going at it. Our leaders, 1 and 2. 3 seconds back, Garrett Heath, Rob Haynes, John Sterling, David Elliott. A bit further back from there, Brendan Book, G.T. Hawkins, Bryce Sidisak, Mike Rominger, Jacob Bell, Michael Thwaites. A bit further back from them, Tyler Hallman and Garrett D. Grant. A couple of teammates here working together. Jacob Manning, 1.7 seconds behind them. Justin Rideout, 1.5 behind Jacob. Ryan Wasserman, about 5/10 of a second behind. Here we go, a battle for the lead here tonight. David Weishart in the center. It looks like Justin is just going to let him go by. I don't know if he did that intentionally or might have burned up his stuff. Justin is going to fall back to second, and Justin is coming down pit road as we speak. Lap 22, coming to 23 that time by. And he is the only driver that came down pit road that lap. I imagine the next time by, it's going to get pretty busy down pit road. We'll see what David does. Be coming to lap 24. David's not coming down. Garrett's not coming down. Doesn't look like any of these drivers are coming down. None of those are coming down either. Back a little bit further. Not seeing anybody else. This is where a headache is brewing here. Brendan Book. Well, we do have some drivers that are keeping it pretty close here. Oh, David's not pitting this time. That's going to be lap 25, coming to lap 25. And everybody else, of course, staying out again. Well, Justin Michael is out there on the racetrack. He is not a lap down. He did come back out on the lead lap, but he is the last driver on the lead lap, back in 20th. All right, lap 26. Oh, can they make it to 30 laps? Well, I guess we'll find out. Jeremy? Dennis? What do you think? Well, I was talking about the shade earlier. I don't see no shade now. Lap 27 here. The see anybody else making their way down pit road. Now we starting to get spread out a little bit more, except for a few drivers. We got right up ahead of John, Garrett Heath. We got John Sterling, Rob Haynes, David Elliott. GT Hawkins leading this group back here. GT, Brendan, Bryce, Mike, Jacob Bell. Got Michael Thwaites behind him. Eric Grant leading really, I wouldn't say nobody right now, except for maybe Tyler Hallman, 0.5 of a second back. And Jacob Manning, though, coming from 20th, cracking the top 15 in 14th right now. And we've got some more drivers, or a driver coming down. Here comes another one, Garrett Grant. Got Jacob Manning sneaking his way down pit road as we are on lap 28 here tonight. And we make it to lap 30. Back up here on David Weishart. I think if David comes in, I think everybody else is probably going to come in right behind him. Here comes David. Yeah, they are. David, Garrett, John, Rob, Elliott. Somebody stayed out. That was Brendan Book. He's going to take lap 29 and lead his first lap here tonight. Looks like he might have saved some fuel out there, but pit road is screaming here tonight, and everybody pretty much comes down that time by. Of course, Justin Michael is not going to come down. He is going to continue to trek it here tonight. Brendan Book, however, man, 29 laps. I think I did a pretty good job here on the fuel window. 23 to 30 laps. Brendan right here on lap 29. I imagine, yeah, he's going to come down now. Cannot actually complete lap 30 on the racetrack. However, he will take lap 30 if he crosses the stripe before Justin Michael does. Brendan Book here is, it looks like, going to cross the stripe there, lead a second lap on pit road, and Justin Michael is, of course, going to pass him. So 29 laps. Wow. Oh, yeah, definitely, Jeremy. Yeah, using the draft, saving fuel. You got that right. And I think that is what we saw. Oh, somebody coming down. That is David Elliott. Do we have a penalty here tonight? Uh-oh. Seeing David Elliott come down pit road here. And, no, it looks like, did he miss his pit stop? Or his pit stall? Did he run out of fuel? I don't know. I believe he missed it and had to go all the way back around again. Ouch. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh no. That's gonna put him a lap down. Oh no. Like he is gonna be off and away here. Okay, so now it's showing that he is pitted twice. I don't know. I guess the first time he missed it. Oh. Oh, 32 laps into the race. And I think at this point, I think we're going to be pretty good to go here. However, I say that with respect to these drivers, but with these drivers, of course, still neck and neck here. Bryce Sinesak, Look, Mike, Michael, Jacob Bell, and Garrett Grant. We've got 6 cars right here that are pretty much together. Going back a little bit further, we've got some more. Jacob Manning, Justin Rideout, Tyler Hallman, and Christian DeBoer. We got 4 right here together. And that's about it. And I think right here, if we're going to see anything, it's going to be right here. Brendan Book going to go to the inside of 09 of Bryce Sinesak. That is going to be for 7th. Brendan Book 13th to 7th. And oh my Lord, I thought maybe we're going to see some spacing and dancing and maybe some 4 wide on the front stretch, but I think they thought better of that right now. Let's go ahead and go 4 wide on the front stretch. How about that? Let's do it. And it looks like Brendan Book. I don't know if that's the right thing you should do there, Brandon. Bryce Sinesak's got a train behind him. I don't know if you really want to break that draft off of him. All right. Oh, Justin Michael leading now 25 laps. David Weishart led 6 laps here. Going to be interesting to see how long Justin now actually stays out. All right, coming to take lap 35. If you haven't already, folks, please do it. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Smash that like button, subscribe. MaxSpeedTV, would love to see you. Thank you all for the support here on MaxSpeedTV. And, of course, with Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, we do appreciate it. Of course, all these drivers, most of them, at least that I know of, go back and watch the broadcast. They look at the likes. They look at the comments. So make sure you guys show them some love out here tonight. Smash the like button here this evening, folks. Thank you. Monster Man Motorsports. No, this is not the next gen. This is the last one. The current Cup car is what they're running. They already started the season before the next gen came out, I believe. So they did not switch. They are going to continue the season with the old Cup cars, these, and then I don't know what they're going to do next season. I have not heard. It's still a little bit too early for me to hear anything. Oh, Brennan Book and BT now working together. A couple of teammates here. Going back a little bit further, we still got this massive screaming meanies right here. Uh-oh, Tim Wagner out there. What do you mean went blurred? I'm not having any issues over here, bud, so gotta be your end. All right, Michael Thwaites making a move here in the 09 of Bryce Sinesak with the help of Jacob Bell. Further back, Tyler Hallman in a little bit of a traffic of his own. Jacob Manning trying to get around him on the inside in that number 1. Jacob still trying to do it into 3. And it looks like Jacob Manning is going to be able to squeeze it there, make that pass on Tyler Hallman. David Elliott did go a lap down, or is a lap down. Chase Johnson is our last driver on the lead lap back here in 19th. Justin Michael, he's a little bit further back, not too far. We see Justin coming out of turn 4 now, getting back here to Chase. Chase just now coming across the stripe. Be diving it down into 1 right now. Justin is coming. Back here to Jacob Bell. Still have the 9. Yep, Mike gonna make the pass. Mike Rominger. Over Bell. Mike up to 10th. Started in 10th. Back up right where he started. Donald Fader out there going for Manning. Glad to see you, Donald. Glad to have you out there. Jacob Manning. Oh, man, and he is in a mess here. Couple of drivers, Tyler Hallman and Christian DeBoer. Jacob trying to break that draft away from Tyler. And like we seen up front earlier between, well, Michael and David. David didn't give an inch. He followed him everywhere he went. Maybe a little bit of side drafting too, maybe is what Tyler's trying to do. Trying to get that side draft, steal that air off the back end of Manning. He keeps it up though, and Christian DeBoer is going to be able to pounce over the both of them. Christian DeBoer, he is keeping that front right there with Tyler. Boy, this is a snaky situation right here. Woo. Monster Ram Motorsports, you're welcome, bud. Well, let's get back up front to Justin Michael. He has nobody around him. Clean air all the way around him. 5.5 seconds back, though, is going to be the 33 of David Weishart. Still got that mess with these 3 drivers. Garrett Heath, John Sterling, Rob Haynes. And right behind them, or behind them, not right behind them, is going to be Brendan Book and GT Hawkins, teammates here, trying to get back up toward the front. Let's check on Mike. He's in some company here. He is trying to get around. I believe that's going to be Michael Thwaites on the outside. No, that is going to be the 09 of Bryce Senesac. Sometimes ATVO acted up. We still got this 5-pack right here together. Well, how about we go ahead and cockpit it here with Bryce Senesac. Old buddy Bryce. Like, really can't do a crank it up here as they were spread out, or are spread out. I have a feeling, though, they keep this mess up. They keep sneaking their way around one another and moving. Bryce coming across the stripe here. Coming up on that prime time 9 machine. Down into turn 1. They keep this up. We could. I'm hoping we don't. but we could have a caution, and let's hope not. We went 3 straight already. Let's go for 4 here for the Rick Motec Cup Series. Right now, just kind of listening to the sounds of the cars. And of course, watching that group that we was just on. I am watching the timing screen for ATVO to make sure the battle we catch it. Right now, not a whole lot going on. I will see Jacob Bell going to the inside line and then coming to right back up, or right back down, or up and then down. Everett Grover out there, bud. Long time no see, man. How you doing? We got about 10 laps before we hit that halfway mark here tonight. And we've got about 15, 18 laps. We've got about 10, got about 13 or so laps before we get to the next round of pit stops, except for Justin Michael. He's already been out here 22 laps. He is kind of getting ate up here, as we see now 4.2 seconds back is going to be this group. David Weishart, Garrett Heath, John Sterling, and Rob Haynes. Online racing for 15 years. Wow. Well, I got my start here on iRacing at about, in August it'll be about 5 years ago. So, never raced in real life, never broadcasted in real life. I am no pro. I just call it as I see it. Appreciate you being out there, though, Monster Man. And Everett, I'm doing all right, bud. Not a huge fan of Indianapolis, but I'm doing all right. Yes, it is. Got that right, Brendan. That is a great compliment. Now let's get back up here to Manning. Looks like we got that battle going on like we were waiting on. Tyler Hallman gonna get around. Christian DeBoer now trying to get around Jacob Manning. This is back here, 14th, 15th, 16th. Now remember, we only got 20 drivers out there on the racetrack here tonight. Snaking it through. That's going to be the 8 of Rideout. I haven't mentioned much about Rideout. Started 15th, currently running in 13th here. Up a couple of spots from where he started. Good run here, about mid-race. We're coming up on mid-race here for that number 8 of Rideout. This group, though, up here with David Weishart and company, they are coming. David now has got a little bit of a gap there with him and Garrett Heath. Looks like Garrett gains a little bit of ground into the corners. I think David, though, has that straightaway speed. Everett, from what I've seen, oh, man, I love it. All right, well, here he goes. Justin Michael down pit road. That's gonna put David back up to the lead here. Justin Michael coming in 2 tonight, tied with David Elliott for that 12th spot. And David not having the race right now he wanted. Currently 1 lap down, back in 20th. I think it will really all depend on where Justin finishes. If he does surpass David Elliott. But with David being 1 lap down, right now Justin sitting in a pretty good spot to do it. Eric Grant trying to do some battling here with Bryce Sidisak. Seems like every time we get back here, Bryce is in some battling. Whether he's doing the battling or he is under fire. You know, it looks like Bryce is going to keep that. Back to iRacing full time. All right. Awesome. We got 20 people watching. We got 7 likes. We're going to be shooting here for 15 likes here tonight. If you're new, of course, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, of course that like button as well. We would sure appreciate it here, not only for myself and MaxSpeedTV, but of course for Extreme Motorsports 99.com and all the drivers and the sponsor, Frank Rico for Rick Motec. They sure would appreciate it. Of course, we see everybody out there chatting it up here tonight. We're about 4 laps away from halfway here this evening. And we are now at about, I would say now, that window is open for them to come down. Big question is, who's going to come down first? Other than Justin Michael. Right now, I'm not seeing anybody take that dive. Of course, down into 3. We'll see what happens coming out of 4. I gotta say, the top 4 right now still pretty much neck and neck here. Brennan Book, GT pretty much together there. And then you've got Michael Thwaites, Mike Rominger, Bryce Sidisak, Garrett Grant, and Jacob Bell right here together. I love the comment there, Monster Man. Love it. Oh, Michael Thwaites. No caution. We got a driver off the racetrack, and we're still wrecking the 09 of Bryce Sidisak. Are we going to have a caution here, folks? No, we are not. But we are going to go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay and take a look at this. No caution over this mess. Watch Michael Thwaites here, and he caught the outside wall out of turn 2, I believe that is, and right down. He got clipped as well. After coming off the wall, he got clipped by the 9, right down in hard into that inside wall. And I believe it was the 09 of Bryce Sidisak. Also, looks like the 77 getting a little bit of piece of this action too. We see the 12 going off. Oops, 77 up into the wall right there in the 09. Oh, 09's trying to save it. And right off into the grass he goes, as well as the 42. I don't know how that was not a caution, to be honest. Brendan, I don't know. I have no idea how that was not a caution. Well, Michael Thwaites, oh, heavy damage on that number 12 machine, and he is setting on pit road. It looks like he had to tow, or he drove it in, not entirely sure. But we get back up front. David Weishart, Garrett Heath. Boy, that kind of stacked it up there. Here comes the 22 now, it looks like, down pit road here. Yeah, I don't know how that was not a caution. We are officially at the halfway mark here tonight. Flagman is slacking. And Garrett Grant coming down, as well as Jacob Bell down pit road. Justin Rideout, Christian DeBoer down, Jacob Manning down pit road. Pit road starting to get a little bit more busy here tonight. All right, here comes David Weishart, Rob Haynes. Like Brendan Book off and away, GT off and away. Like Mike Rominger going to be off and away. Tyler Price and Brian Wasserman on pit road in their pit stalls here. So our leader, David Weishart, down, Rob down. That is going to give the lead back up to Justin Michael here. I just don't see how that was not a caution. And they were slow speed and on the track. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Sometimes I don't get our racing. Yeah, he's gonna definitely have to change his britches for sure. I know I did. I'm just playing. Well, Mike Rominger is gonna be coming down pit road. Oh, it looks like he's got a little bit of damage there on that machine too. Oh, did he smack the wall a few times? Uh-oh. And tough break for Michael Thwaites, running so good. Oh. All right, well, let's see here where everybody's at after the cycle. Justin Michael up front. Garrett Heath second. John Sterling in third. David Weishart in fourth. Rob Haynes there in fifth. Brennan Book in sixth. GT Hawkins all the way back in seventh. Hey, starting 18th up to seventh. Still not bad. Garrett Grant in eighth. Jacob Bell in ninth. Christian DeBoer going to round out our top 10. Justin Rideout in 11th. Started 15th. Tyler Hallman started 8th and 12th. Bryce Sidisak at 13th. Started 9th. Jacob Manning started 20th and 14th. And rounding out the top 15, the first driver, one lap down, Brian Wasserman, after starting 19th here tonight. Garrett Heath, though, 16.1 seconds behind Justin Michael. 50 laps to go this time by. Gonna go ahead and take a look at that caution count. Whoa, Justin! Justin is coming down pit road again. What happened? Did he... Maybe he knows something we don't? Okay then. Well, that's going to give the lead up to Garrett Heath. Well, I don't care. I say it. I say it like I say it. And you know, you guys out there in chat, you guys are the and gals. Everybody out there keeps me going. So you know, when it's exciting, it's exciting. You know, but I still don't understand. And I hate repeating it, but I don't understand why that was not a caution. You had Michael Thwaites in the grass. I understand him in the grass, but you had the 09, believe that was the 09. Yeah, Bryce Sidisak. You had him at a very, very low speed trying to save it, and then dang near sideways on the track. I don't get it. I do not get it. Oh, we got 23 watching, 8 likes. We're still shooting for 15 here tonight, folks. We still got some racing to do here. Watching John Sterling here. Right up ahead of him is Brendan Book. Brendan coming from 13th to 4th. He is right behind our favorite Canadian, Mr. Rob Haynes, in that 99. Justin Michael, let me see here. He did come down, and that looks like he might have not taken tires here on that stop. Might have only used fuel. However, he is going to get around, it looks like, Jacob Bell for 8th. He did come back out on the lead lap. A little quick pit stop by him on lap 60. Maybe Justin's got a plan here. Our pole sitter back to 8th. I got to give Jacob, man, I got to give really everybody. Oh, let me get back to that. Michael Thwaites taking his cup car behind the wall. That's going to leave 19 drivers on the racetrack. 15 of them are on the lead lap. Brian Wasserman, the last driver on the lead lap. Back here in 15th. Still up 6 spots like I was getting to for that. Jacob Manning there in 14th. He is 4.5 seconds back from Bryce Sidisak. Bryce 1.5, 1.6 back from Tyler. Like Jacob Bell about 3/10 back from Christian. And we've got a bit of a situation between Garrett Heath and David Weishart, our leader. If David get around and Garrett Heath, Rob's got company too coming. Got Brennan Book and John Sterling. let's get back up here to our leaders here tonight. Now, if you look at it here, you look at Garrett Heath, and I'm going to pick on Garrett again here tonight. You look at the front of Garrett's car, it looks similar to the Samson driver. Now, I know it's not, but it looks just like it in a way. That's what kind of got me confused here earlier, saying Garrett Heath was part of Samson. But Garrett Heath is actually GTM, so, and GTM leading it here. GT Motorsports, Garrett Heath, he's going to lead his 5th lap there, but, oh, David, he is right there with him. Oh, yeah, I know he is. I know he's back here. I know where that 5 is, trust me. I'm watching him. Now, for everybody that don't know how I'm switching cars without everybody seeing it, well, let me go ahead and drag it over here real quick. Just to give everybody a little bit of an insight. This is how it's done, folks. Right here. Hey, old ATVO, right there. I can switch it and don't have to worry about having the info open. But you all got a little bit of an inside information here. And of course, if you rewind it and you look at it, I can see the speeds, pit, gap, lap, pass, laps. I can see all that. And I can also, if I scroll over, see the after the race is done, I can of course see the incident. But that only happens when the checkered flag happens, and everybody has to come around and finish the race before I can see it or get out of the lobby. You guys got some little bit of insider information on that. And I love it. Well, I don't know. Let me check it here. If I go cockpit with Brendan and I hit crank it up, that's not going to do it. Whoops. That doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do a crank it up here tonight. But we do have a battle potential for the lead here still yet. With Garrett Heath and David Weishart. All right. I think my timing screen just kind of close that out here real quick. I think it froze on me. And it did. Alright, well I can still click on the driver, so we're good. And it looks like I am going to have to reset. There it goes. There it goes. Finally. I gotta fix back up here, folks. And technical issues with ATVO sometimes. Alright, well, David Weishart did get around Garrett Heath for the lead. I'm gonna put David 16 laps under his belt. Garrett Heath back to second. Check on some more here. We got Rob Haynes coming up on Brendan Book, who is now in third. Driving himself up from 13th here. That is about the only battle going on. Everybody else I wouldn't say spread out, so to speak, but they are anywhere between 0.3 of a second to, well, Christian DeBoer 6 seconds behind Garrett Grant. Rob Haynes 0.2 still behind Brendan Book. Let's check on Justin Michael here. He is only now taking a look at his dent here. I don't think he took tires the last time. He might have took tires and no fuel. Anywhere between 3 to 4 laps difference between him and the leaders up ahead of him. He's 5 lap difference between him and Garrett Grant. I still wouldn't put past GT Hawkins anything. 18th to 6th. I think right now GT Hawkins would be our biggest mover. $12 spots for GT Hawkins. Field separation. Well, I gotta say the separation here tonight took a little bit longer than last night. After the first round of green flag pit stops we had here tonight, we still had we had several drivers, several packs going on, and then it took, well, the second round really to get these drivers separated here, and that is the case right now. We got 15, like I said, on the lead lap. Brian Wasserman is the last driver on the lead lap. First driver a lap down is going to be the 22 of Timothy Zayas. Evan Elliott also 1 lap down. Chase Johnson 1 lap down. And Mike Rominger 1 lap down. Who wants to see that caution? Well, that man right there, Timothy Zayas in the 22. He wants to get his lap back. He wants to get back up there. He wants to fight for a win here tonight. We are on lap 74 here. Next time by 75. Boy, David Weishart getting really, really close to that outside wall out of 2 onto the back stretch here, halfway down into turn number 3 here this evening. Next time by 75 under the belt. Oh, 10:11 Eastern, 9:11 Central. I believe it would be 8:11 Pacific. That mountain. Something like that. I only know Eastern and Central. Eastern time is 1 hour ahead of where I live. All right, if you're still out there in chat, hit that hashtag. They know you're there. Brendan Book now trying to get up to Garrett Heath. Oh no. Rob Haynes, though, still right there with that 5. They are going to have to come down pit road here in about I would say about 8, 7 laps, 7 to 9 laps here. Just don't know exactly how long they will stay out here for the stint. Probably right now just stretch it as far as they can go. I think if they pit at the max here, they would be able to make it to the end. They would be mathematically, fuel-wise. I don't know about tires, but fuel-wise, I think they would be able to. Oh, what do you think? And just so much separation. Now right out, trying to get up there to the bore. How about we ride here with Christian DeBoer here? Or Justin Rideout, I should say. He is right behind Christian DeBoer. So go ahead and ride along here with Rideout. See how Rideout may be keeping that pace. See if we can hear some clutching or fuel saving. Brendan Book, though. I know I'm on Justin. There goes Justin to the inside of Christian DeBoer. And he is going to complete that pass out of 4. Right out into 9th. Let's get up here to Rob. Is Brendan Book has caught Garrett Heath. Rob Haynes still right there with that 5. We could have a battle here for second momentarily. Well, second and third, to be honest. David Weishart, 3.9 seconds ahead of Garrett Heath. Well, doesn't look like anything in the penalty chart here. Watching Garrett, Brendan, and Rob. I'm just betting back, just watching them. I know I'm not talking much right now, and there is a reason for that. Looks like we might have a potential battle back here too. This is back 10th and 11th. These drivers are coming up on Rideout here. That could be a potential battle for 9th and 10th. And there we go. Here we go. Brendan Book up to that second spot. Rob Haynes not able to get around Garrett Heath. Curtis Vollmer out there here tonight with Tyler Hallman currently right now running back here in 10th after starting 8th. Of course, you know, Curtis, we're winding down the final laps here tonight. We do have one more pit stop we are going to have to get to here. That is going to become really within any time. You can make it to lap 85. I think you'll be good to go. I think anything before that, you're really going to be pushing it. David Weishart, however, though, Curtis, he's up front. He is just going to lead his 28th lap here tonight, taking lap 82. We see Brendan there in second, Garrett E third, Rob in fourth, John Sterling by himself here in fifth. He really doesn't have anybody around him, so I would say he's pretty much in some type of clean air here tonight. GT back here in sixth after starting 18th. Justin Michael came down on lap 60. I believe that was for fuel. Well, Jacob Bell is down pit road. I think Jacob's cutting it close. I think Jacob Bell is cutting it really close. Oh, he had to back up, it looks like, too. Ouch. Eric Grant down pit road. Justin Rideout. Christian DeBoer. As well as Timothy Zayas coming down as well. And here comes a Brian Wasserman, I do believe. That is, yep, that is Brian. Oh, we got action on pit road here. I believe I seen some action on pit road. Let me go back here. I don't know if it was Garrett Grant or if it happened around him. However, it might have happened around him. I think we had some action here on pit road. Let's see here. There goes Zayas. And yeah, we do. The 24th, Garrett Grant. Oh, and then the 56 of DeBoer. Oh, that's what happened on pit road. 24 going sideways on Sterling down, Hallman down, Hawkins down, Sitasak down. And this is why I keep an eye on pit road, is because of that right there. Your Curtis out there is like, oh, not what we wanted to see. Now it looks like GT took his car behind the wall. Price on pit road. David Weishart has yet to come down, as well as Rob Haynes and Justin Michael. I imagine David, yeah, David is coming down right now. Here comes the one of Jacob Manning as well. Rob coming down. I don't know. Let's see what Michael does up here in third. I believe you're going to have to come down, Justin. And he's not. He's not coming down. All right, well, we had John Sterling, a pit stop of 35 seconds flat. Maybe some damage getting fixed. I'm not sure exactly what that stop was for John, why it was so long. I'm not going to say that, Curtis, but yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Rob coming off of pit road. Okay, here comes Justin Michael. He is coming down pit road now. That would give the lead up to David Weishart. Once David gets back around, I would not count out my kudos yet, David. You got Garrett Heath right there. Well, this is going to be an interesting finish for sure. Oh, 110. Our laps here tonight. Lap 95. Lap 90 will be 20 to go. My mathing is off here tonight, apparently. Oh, 14.9 second stop by Michael. Looks like he is going to, I believe, well, he's going to try to come off 5th here. Let's see if he can make it. John Sterling, I believe that is coming right behind him. Don coming out of turn 2. Michael is back out there. All right, after that round of green flag pit stops, now Weishart up top, Heath second, Hook third, Haynes 4th, Michael 5th, Sterling in 6th, Ballman in 7th, Grant in 8th, DeBoer 9th, and Rideout gonna round out the top 10. David Weishart coming up the 1 of Jacob Manning. I would put Jacob a lap down. Alrighty, folks, 6 away from the 15 like mark here tonight. 1 away from 10 likes here this evening. And we hit that 15 like mark here tonight before the broadcast ends. Smash it, hit it. Did it right, it'll turn blue. I stole that off of one of the YouTubers I watch. Sorry, Ian. Jacob Manning still holding on. Oh yeah, Everett. Yeah, he. Oh yeah, definitely. He's wanting that caution. Well, we got to get up here too because I know Jacob's wanting a caution. I know that, but we got Brendan Book here. He is trying to get up here to the 23 of Garrett Heath in the look-like Samson machine, and I'm going to say that because from a distance, it looks like a Samson car. I know it doesn't have the big N on the front. I know that, Curtis, but it looks like a Samson car. And if he finishes on podium here tonight, I'm going to give him a hard time about that. I really am. Because that is confusing. Brennan Book trying to figure out a way to get around Garrett Heath. Rob Haynes back here in 4th. Michael, let's see where Michael is. Well, it's just coming across the stripe. We got 20 to go here tonight, folks. 20 laps to go here this evening. It's going to get a little wild. I don't know if it's going to get extreme. But the way they're spread out, I might get a little extreme with a couple of drivers. That would be Brendan Book and Garrett Heath. That would be for second. I think I'm going to stay right here with Garrett Heath and Brendan Book. I think this is where the battle's at right now. I know that, Curtis. I know that. But it does look like a Samson car from a distance. the front paint is similar. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't see the big N, like I said, on the front, on the hood. All I'm saying is, from the front, it looks like a Samson car. That's all I'm saying. You know I gotta give you a hard time, Curtis. And I know you're giving me a hard time, too. All right, yep, Everett, 33, man. He's just wanting this to end, man. 18 to go. We've been green flagged to checkered for, oh man. Well, we got 18 to go. That'll 92 laps. Yeah, 92 laps. I think my math's right. Doing that on top of my head. Now Jacob Manning just did go a lap down as David did get around him. Of course, David Weishart, looking at some stats here. We're going to pick on David again here real quick. David Weishart only has one win on the season. That is back at Atlanta Motor Speedway where he grabbed the pole and, of course, took the win as well. He also led 150 laps of the 167 of the zero caution event there. They had 10 lead changes, and David, of course, part of that 10, and I think he was a big part of that 10 lead changes. So that, you know, he is going for a second win on the season, and he is looking to knock off GT Hawkins from the sweep of Indianapolis here as well. Screaming for debris. Well, we're not going to get that water bottle for sure. I don't know if we're going to get that debris. I don't know. We might get something, but I don't think it's going to be that. Let's get back here to Brendan Book. Could Brendan maybe saving something for Garrett Heath here? Coming up to the final maybe 5 laps to go. I don't know, but that has allowed Rob Haynes here in the 99 to get within a second, roughly, behind Brendan Book. So, Rob is coming. You might have to watch Rob here. You take a look at the stint for their tires. That's about a 2-lap difference between him, our second place Garrett Heath, and third place Brendan Book. Get back here to Justin Michael in that 5th spot. Now, he's been out here at about 8 laps, so about a 2-lap difference between him and Rob. Well, now, yeah. 1-lap difference between him and Rob. But he is 16.7 seconds back behind Rob. I just don't think there's enough laps and enough time here for Justin to get up to Rob Haynes. However, Rob, Brandon, Garrett, second. Garrett Heath, third. Brandon, fourth. Rob, I think right now this is where we're going to stay with second, third, and fourth. That's going to mark it right there at 14 to go. Right now, David Weishart is still the quickest out there. His last lap, well, this lap was a 52.924. Garrett Heath coming across the stripe, a 53.27. Right now, David Weishart. Well, he wasn't the fastest. That would have been Justin Michael. Last lap. Let's check this lap. 53.05. So, yeah, David Weishart is still the fastest out there. Let's check it out. Brendan still trying to figure out a way. He's got that nose. And, man, he's not going to be able to do it through the short chute. Down into 4. Coming out of 4. Can he get that run again? This time by 12 to go. I'm going to stay right here. I've got to. I'm trying to get everybody in here, folks, but I think right now our battle is Garrett Heath, Brennan Book, and Rob Haynes. I think this is where the battle is. I don't think I know. And there he goes, Brendan Book. Going to the inside of the 23. He's getting that help from the 99. A little bit of a draft shove. He didn't shove him, but he was right there. There goes Brendan to the inside of the 23. Brendan up to second here tonight. Garrett Heath back to third. Now what's Rob going to be able to do? He's going to be able to make that move around that number 23 here tonight. 11 to go. We got a little bit of, I wouldn't say blocking. However, we got 3 wide going into 1. Oh, buddy, 3 wide. Oh, man, who is that? That might have been, that was Brian Wasserman there on the outside. 3 wide into 1. Wow, good knowledge of everybody, including the lap car of Brian Wasserman. Oh, there's your 3 wide, folks. Oh, Brendan Book is now back to third. Garrett Heath up to second. Rob still in fourth. Now, 10 to go. Does Brendan have any more for Garrett Heath here tonight with 10 to go? Well, we're going to stay right here, folks. We're going to watch it. Oh, I know, Rob. Got around Brendan. Rob up to third. Still watching it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, 3 wide usually don't work for sure here in the turns. You got that right. Rob up to third. Does he have anything for Garrett? 4 second, 8 to go. Man, oh man. And does Brendan have anything else for the 99. Not worried about David Weishart. He is 9.7 seconds ahead of Garrett Heath. Not really worried about him. Now we might have a potential battle back here. That'd be for ninth, and Garrett Grant and Justin Rideout. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could happen. It could not. Anywhere between the 7/10 of a second. Now Garrett is 7/10, almost 8/10 of a second, 6/10 now behind Christian DeBoer. That is, of course, could be for 8th. Let's get back up here, folks. And this is the action up here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. Garrett Heath, Rob Haynes, Brendan Book. And it looks like Garrett Heath trying everything to get them drivers off of his rear end. Would have said something else, but I'm going to try to keep it PG here tonight. They are on his tail. Garrett Heath, man, he has got to be nervous. Oh, 6 to go. I think Brendan might be a little bit quicker than Rob into the corners. I think if Brendan can get up there to Rob, I think Brendan could capitalize on that. But man, Rob, that just the straightaway. Of course, the draft too playing a factor here as well. I think that straightaway speed for Rob, he's got it going for him. Justin Rideout there in 10th. The last driver on the lead lap here. Leader still hanging out there without one of Jacob Manning. Jacob still looking for some type of caution. Debris, spin out, water bottle, maybe some rain. Maybe, well, they race in lightning, so that won't matter. I don't know if he's going to get it. I really don't. 4 laps to go. Oh my gosh. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here, still neck and neck. I was hoping they would get separated here, but they're not. They're still right here together. 21 watching, 9 laps. Well, this is interesting for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 1 shy from 10 laps. 6 shy from the 15 lap mark. We're going to be shooting for here tonight before the end of the broadcast. And we do appreciate it. Awesome racing by these drivers. And we're also shooting for, I believe it's 4 straight green to checkers here for the Rick Motec Cup Series. A big shout out to Frank Rico and the team again over at Rick Motec. Coming on board, sponsor the Cup Series again this season. If you're in the market for, wheels, pedals, button boxes, whatever the case may be, check them out over on Facebook, facebook.com/RickMotec. And, of course, on their website at www.rickmotec.com. Check out all the products we got blocked here, folks. That is legal. Under 10 to go. There goes the 99. Well, he tried it onto the outside. Could not do it. At 23, held his line, kept him around him. Did slow down the 99. However, David Weishart took that 2 to go here tonight. That right here. This is going to be the battle right here. David Weishart, he's only got 8 turns he needs to make before he wins it here tonight. He's 11.7 seconds ahead of Garrett Heath. Right now, I'm more worried about second, third, and fourth here this evening. That's what I'm worried about. Let's get where the battle is. If there's no battle for first, let's go back here to where the battle is happening at. That's what we need to do. And we've been on this for several laps here tonight. These three just going at it, man. Door to door, neck and neck, side by side. Well, I don't know if there's been any bumping and banging, but there is the final lap. Well, one to go here tonight. David Weishart took that lap here this evening. Now, of course, we will go on David here right now. And we'll, of course, make sure he will take the checkered flag here this evening. I believe he's going to be able to do it. But we will, of course, keep an eye on Garrett Heath, Rob Haynes, and Brendan Book here tonight. That will be for second, third, and fourth. David Weishart coming out of turn number 3 here tonight. Down into turn number 4. Here we go. Maybe a battle here for that spot. No, David Weishart out of 4. He is going to win it here tonight at Indianapolis. Awesome job, David. Let's check it out here tonight. 23 around. Bumping and banging. We're wrecking 599 hard into the wall. Garrett Heath looks like is going to come away with the second place here tonight. Who's going to take third? Brendan or Rob? That is going to be, looks like, with the damage, Brendan Book is going to take third place here tonight. Rob Haynes, no. Justin Michael going to squeeze it away there in fourth. And Rob back to that 5th spot. Of course, this is unconfirmed, and yes, we will do that replay for sure here tonight. We do want to see kind of what happened, so let's go ahead and back this replay up at about 20 seconds here. We're going to go ahead and take a look here tonight. Now, of course, what I say is it's at the bottom of the totem pole, folks, so right there. Oh, right there it looks like. All right, so let's back it up a little bit further here. I do want to see this in a full, looks like they're in a line right now. So let's go ahead and go from this line. Let's check it out here. I don't know anything from right there. Maybe a little bit of net coating, maybe a little bit of contact from the 99 to the 23. I don't know. Looks like the 23 almost dang near had it saved. And then the 99 right there on the high side, and right there the 5 of Brendan Book, just really nowhere to go. Well, that is going to be the case. There is no caution. I'm going to leave it up to the admins. I'm only going to go with what I have here tonight, folks, which is the unofficial top 3 here tonight. David Weishart, Garrett Heath, and Brendan Book here. So we'll go with that, and we're going to step away here, pay some bills here tonight, folks. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here with our third place finisher here tonight, Brendan L. Book here this evening. Before we get to the final lap, final turn and everything here tonight, man, green to checkered again. I just don't know how that little incident here in the race didn't really bring out a caution, because there was drivers on the track. Talk about your racing, bud.
No, yeah, it was a lot of fun out there. I think we really had to work the draft and set up runs because the car was really tight off the corners and in the center there when you're behind people. But I mean, for me, just starting in the back 2 weeks in a row, that's definitely it's give me a little hurdle to climb there. And strategy, helped me get back up there. But at the end, David was just super quick, and obviously I think he had the best car, and the best car won tonight. And I'll take a third place finish, even though I kind of would have been happy with the fourth place and a 0x, but I guess I'll take a third with the 4x. So it was fun.
Well, coming down to the wire, I mean, you're neck and neck there. You, Garrett, Rob, you guys were you guys were anywhere between a tenth of a second to a second battling for position pretty much of that last stint. So, I mean, talk about it. You got 3 drivers. They're going for the best finish they can coming out of turn 4, and, well, you know what happened. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, just before all that happened, I mean, I think Rob was, obviously a little bit quicker because he caught us, but 2 lap extra tires, and then maybe, he was able to save a little tire there being by himself. Because I think when you're behind somebody in these cup cars, it actually wears your tires out more because, like, you're a lot tighter. So I think Rob definitely had the better car there. It's just, Garrett was doing a real good job of holding us off and, working that draft and, getting just the right distance under the corner to where it would mess us up. We had to like
Oh, yeah.
lift a lot earlier or went and throttle. But yeah, that right there, I mean, it looked like to me just maybe racing or maybe even a little bit of net code from the replay that I watched. But I mean, I wish I would have went low and I probably could have got third with the 0x. But I mean, I was gonna go high anyway. Maybe those guys, got each other all swirled up and I gotta get a bigger run. But I mean, it is what it is, and I'll take a second straight third place.
Oh, yeah, definitely, bud. I had a question and my mind went blank. Do you think if you would have done, this is not my question, so I'm going to change it, if there was something different before that you could have done, do you think you would have done anything different? And my question was, I was watching, I think, Rob, you could agree or disagree, I really don't care. I believe, just watching it, Rob had a little bit more straightaway speed than you did. Of course, talk about that too. You can agree or disagree on that. I don't care.
I mean, the straightaway speed, I mean, I purely just think that's draft and also, getting a better run off the corner. Because of you have better tires,
Yeah.
fresher tires there. And then you're not, if you're like within 3/10 of somebody entering a corner, it's really tight. So, I mean, I think that plays a factor in the straightaway speed. I don't think, obviously, everyone's on an even level for our setup. So, I think it was just, better runs and then the draft there for that. Anything different? I mean, probably block Garrett when I got by him there, and then when he had that big run on me off turn
Yeah.
4 with the lap car in front of me. I kind of wish I would have blocked him, but I don't want to, with him being my teammate and all that, it's in a good position to get a top 5. I don't want to ruin that, so that's the only thing I would have done different. But I mean, like I said, I'm still happy, and thanks to GTM, we do a good job. We help each other in practice, and then throughout the race. Jake Boost does a good job, filling in for Kyle, for our crew chief and spotter and all that stuff. So he did a good job tonight with fuel strategy. Butt kicker, D-Dub button boxes for being on the car. Thanks to them. So, I mean, it's a fun night.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome night. But so Indy is done, round number 8. We go to round number 9 before the break for Independence Day, Independence Week. I know people will be traveling, so I think that's why everybody wanted that week off. We go to, I would say, one of my favorite tracks, the Monster Mile, but we go to Dover before that break. So, man, talk about Dover.
Oh, yeah, Dover minimum track. Really, you want to get good off the exit. You can either diamond it, and you gotta be a little bit slower on the exit. I mean, on entry, But doing that though, someone could easily stick their nose in there. So, and I think it's also to be pitted entry is going to be a big thing because entry is really hard with where it's at. So I think if we, as we've been doing, rolling green flag runs, caution-free
Oh
races, I
yeah,
think whoever can get
four
to be the best
straight,
on pit
bud.
road,
4 straight.
yeah.
Go ahead.
But no, yeah, I mean, I think just Dover, I like the track. I was good in ARCA on the truck there, but we'll see how it, translate to the car.
All right, bud. Well, awesome job here tonight at Indy. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate. I know you got a damaged machine out there, but hey, third place, not bad. Mike's yours.
No, yep, just once again, thanks to my team. X99, these are fun races. Not often you find leagues where you can go green flag the whole race, 4 in a row. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, Brandon, we will see you next week at Dover, bud.
See ya.
See ya. All right, well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight. And before we get to the interview, I'm going to pick on Garrett here tonight because, Garrett, from a far view, that car looks like a Samsung car. You got to do something about that.
Not my fault. I'm sponsored by a great esports organization.
That would be, I believe,
Infinite.
Yep. So, yeah, I got you confused. I was in a roll, man. I was going, and I called you a Samsung car until I realized, hey, he's not a Samsung car.
I use all the colors, so I play all sides. So
I got
I'm
you.
always on the best team. But unfortunately, I'm on GTM, so it doesn't have to change. I'm always on the best
well,
team.
hey, GTM is an awesome team, man. Samson as well, but you are on another team, so. But yeah, I got confused here tonight. I just got to pick on you, but so. Hey, man, awesome job here tonight fighting off Brendan, Rob Haynes, man, battling there. Man, talk about Indianapolis here tonight, man. Mike's yours.
It's a challenging track. You gotta hit your marks like perfectly, or you're done. You gotta hit every lap. I'm, I think I'm sitting in a puddle of sweat right now. I'm sitting here with no shirt on, and I'm sweating really bad, just trying to stay alive that last 10 laps, and luckily, I was able to save it at turn 4.
Well, talk about the battle there between you, Brendan, and Haynes, because you guys were neck and neck for, oh my gosh, I would say 15, 20, 25 laps there. I mean, you guys were just right there, and y'all were battling back and forth. You would maybe squeeze, let them maybe get behind you, but you'd dive it back in. Right behind, man, talk about it, because anything could have happened during those battles other than what happened on the final turn. We'll get to that in a minute.
This is funny. It reminds me of chess, like one guy's doing one thing, the guy behind him's doing one thing, and I have to counter both of their moves.
Exactly.
And I was trying to save it, like tires for one lap, try next, save, try, and I was cutting it on fuel too. So there was a lot. That's that's why I'm sweating so bad. I was concentrating on driving. I was constantly thinking. I was thinking about what's gonna happen if I don't do this or that. The consequence of me doing this and that. Like it was crazy. It was the most fun I had so far this season, and I truly feel bad for Rob for just him not being able just to save that and lost a couple positions, but that's racing.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of the wire, I mean, a final lap, we're under white flag out of the last turn. I mean, you got to do what you got to do for sure. Let's talk about that final turn here real quick, because, I mean, to me, and of course, this is just me, there looked like maybe a little bit of net coding there. I don't know what you've seen or have seen or whatever. There could have been a little bit of net code that happened.
Yeah, I'm seeing net code, and it's consistently this net code, but what I've seen in the past, sometimes someone's outs' interwebs will project something slightly different. So depending on if they find it as like a purpose blocked or something or anything like that, I might not actually get second place. But to me, truly, it was net code. I did try to leave him lane, and I did. It's just we didn't touch, and I just get sideways, and I I just put the clutch to the floor and corrected it and jumped it in third and kept going.
Well, it
Man.
is what it is. We'll leave it at that, bud. You know the drill. We'll get to, of course, round number 9 next week. Round 8 is over. We go to one of my favorite tracks, one of my favorite short tracks. And I say short track because it's technically a mile long. It's the Monster Mile. It's Dover. Talk about it.
I love that track a lot. I had great success there in the past, but this car's different. The draft is weird, so we'll see. I enjoy it. I know the viewers are gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a wild next week.
All righty, buddy. Well, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate second here tonight?
I just want to thank GTM, GT Hawkins, Brandon Book, Jake Bustos, pretty much every single person on the team. We all contribute. It's excellent just being around a group of guys that push each other really hard and motivate each other and then also have fun at the same time. And also I want to thank Infinite. I want to thank D-Dub Button Boxes, Butt Kicker, and RB Riggs. And also Josh, you know what I'm going to say next. Thank you, buddy. Put on a hell of a show, like always.
Oh, I do appreciate it. I technically don't like Indy, but hey, tonight in the Cup cars, I would gotta say a lot better than last night. The separation tonight was not as bad as what it was last night. I will say that. So, Garrett, I do appreciate that comment, bud, and I guess we will see you next week at Dover.
All right, Josh. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us here to our winner here tonight, David Weishart. David, you did it, bud. You stole one away from GT Hawkins, man. Talk about it here real quick.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race.
Okay, I would say you stole one. You kind of just blew him out. So go ahead. Go ahead.
It was a pretty good race. I got a little nervous there in practice when we figured out it was going to be another fuel mileage race. That's what bit me last night, and fuel mileage isn't my
cup of tea. We'll just go with an England saying here.
Yeah, it ain't my strength for sure. And luckily, I was able to save enough on the first 2 runs where I could go a little bit longer on the third stint there before the last pit stop, and then when I came out for the last pit stop, I was a couple of laps to the good, so I could probably win another 3 laps before I ran out. So it was pretty smooth. There were a couple of times I used some people for draft, the clutch in the corners just to save a little bit, and I mean, not really much to say. Just other than that, you know, just I knew once I had a feeling that to win the race, you were going to have to only do 3 stops. I didn't think 4 stops would work. And once I saw the 87 peel off, I think it was like on lap 22.
Yeah, Justin Michael. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that's the right move. And got the lead there. And I was worried when I got the lead in clean air. It's so hard to save in these cars in clean air. The draft is so important as far as anything, you know, staying close to anybody, saving fuel. That's just what these cars are all about.
Well, saving fuel is the big thing, so we know that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about, with you, tires here tonight. So, you know, how was the tires holding up?
My tires were holding up just fine.
Yeah, because you was out front.
Yeah, yeah, just about on every pit stop, my tires were better than pretty much all my teammates. So somehow I was able to save my tires and fuel, and just worked out for me tonight.
Well, you won it here tonight. I'm going to get back here to it. ATVO is acting up here, but you won it here tonight by 14.2 seconds over Garrett Heath.
Yeah, that was aided a little bit there at the end.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and kind of talk about okay, you take the white flag, you know, second, third, and fourth is battling out. I'm sure you've heard. Let's talk about that. You know they couldn't catch you, but you're always wondering about your teammates and stuff there. But they were battling out, man. What what did you hear over? Well, if you don't want to say, go ahead. But what did you hear?
Not a word.
Not a word.
I didn't hear a word. I didn't know anything had happened until I crossed the line, and I think I was like going down the backstretch, and we were like, good team night. You know, we got first and third, and all of a sudden Rob was like, I didn't make it, and I was like, would you run out of fuel? He goes, no, we crashed, and I was like, oh, I had no clue that was going on behind me. So
wow. Well,
So,
I gotta say, second, third, and fourth. Well, second, third, and fourth at the time, man, that was a battle. It was crazy.
I could see it on my relative there the last bit of the run. I was kind of paying attention to it, and I went back and watched what happened. You know, it just looks like it's hard racing there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they called. So,
I don't know. I don't know
but
either.
it just looked to me. It just looked like hard racing in the last corner. You know, 3 guys going for second place. So, I'm not an admin to steal your phrase there.
I'm not. Yeah, well, you can steal it all you want to because I'm not an admin either. So
yeah, I'm not an admin, but if I was the admin, to me it looks like a racing incident.
it looks like a battle for position on the final turn, final lap. That's what it looked like.
It looks like 3 cars going for the same spot.
Yep, that's what it looked like to me too, as well. But that's just my opinion. That's just your opinion. But hey, you know, Indy is over. Round number 8. We, of course, are going to go to round 9. That's going to be, I would have to say, as I've said it here tonight, Dover, the Monster Mile, one of my favorite tracks. I love Dover. I love the racing there. And I think it's going to be a monster with you guys here in the Cup Series. But how do you feel about Dover?
Well, it's going to be the high horsepower, low downforce package, so that's good. There won't be no big spoiler, nobody getting drafted or nothing. It's going to take actual driving to get around that place in that package. So, looking forward to it. I do have a prediction. I think our caution-free streak will come to an end.
That
at
would
Dover.
be, I think it's 4 in a row here.
Yeah, I do believe.
Yeah, so,
And,
yeah.
I believe that streak ends at 4. So.
I
I think we're
hope
gonna get
not.
some good.
I hope not. Man, I want to keep it going.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. That'll be some good racing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think Dover's going to bring out the best and the worst of drivers. You know, you got a little bit of short track. You got a little bit of bumper to bumper. You got a little bit of 2 wide, maybe a lot of 2 wide. And I wouldn't even put it past you guys maybe to go 3 wide at Dover. I hope not, but I wouldn't put it past you.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be some moves made.
You got that right. All righty, buddy. Well, any final thoughts, shout thanks you want to give before you go celebrate? Of course, your second victory here tonight for the Rick Motec Cup Series, bud.
I just got to thank Rick Motec for sponsoring the series, and Rick Donathan doing all he does for the league, letting us come out here and have fun. I got to thank Russ Anderson and Northern Capital for sponsoring the team here at Samson Motorsports, and everybody at Samson Motorsports. We all work well together. We had a good points night tonight. And thank you for broadcasting what you do, and get back at it next week.
All righty. We'll see you next week, bud, right here on MaxSpeedTV at Dover, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. You know the drill.
Yep. I'll see you then.
Yep. We'll see you, bud.
Bye.
All righty. Well, that is David Weishart, our winner here tonight. But let's get down here to the unofficial results, pending any, of course, admin stuff they have to do here tonight. David Weishart grabbing the win here this evening. Awesome job by David. I think his win is going to stay because 14.2 seconds ahead. I think his win is going to be there. It's second, third, and fourth, fifth. That's going to be the issue with the admins. However, I'm going with what I have. Garrett Heath there in that second spot. And something happened here. I have no ATVO, folks. ATVO just completely froze. All right. So maybe there it goes here. Brennan Book in third. Justin Michael in fourth. And it just crashed. Ouch. Now let me see here if I can at least get it back up here for the unofficial results. Hang tight, folks. We'll try to get it up here. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we got David Weishart, Garrett Heath, they're in second. Brennan Book third. Justin Michael fourth. Rob Haynes in fifth. John Sterling in sixth. Tyler Hallman in seventh. Kristen DeBoer in eighth. Garrett Grant ninth. Justin Rideout in that 10th spot. Jacob Manning at 11th. Brian Wasserman in 12th. Bryce Sidisak 13th. David Elliott in 14th. Timothy Zayas 15th. Chase Johnson 16th. Mike Rominger in 17th, Jacob Bell in 18th, D.T. Hawkins in 19th, and Michael Thwaite's going to finish us out here tonight in 20th. But congratulations goes to our winner here tonight, David Weishart. Man, what a run by David. Of course, that's going to do it here for round 8 of Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Tomorrow night, well, we get to season 2 of the NASCAR Cup Series right here on MaxSpeedTV. Stay tuned for that. Check us out. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Check us out on YouTube, MaxSpeedTV. You don't want to miss it. The Next Gen Cup Cars starts season 2 for NASCAR. Until tomorrow night, folks. Thank you all. Stay safe and have a good night.